You're welcome to this session of our WordPress development. Today we are talking about how to create your pages and your custom menu. So, just in case you've not been following, we've started out on how to set up your local environment. We proceeded to adding your first WordPress site. We did a video on how to add plugins and themes, and I told you what plugins and themes are, and we did our last video too on how to update your WP version if you are using local WP to build your site. Now this is very important. It's in a series, so if you miss out any step, you've got to go and look for that to make it up. And mind you, this is for absolute beginners who want to become pro, because we take you on a journey of your professional development in the easiest way. And today we are going to be talking about creating your pages, creating your menus, and organizing them. Okay, we've gone around the WP admin area, and today we are going to add our first page. Okay, we have home, we have updates, we have posts, we have media, we have pages, comments down. There are other items there that you might not see if you are just installing your WordPress, because I've added some other plugins that are showing, giving me some more items on the left sidebar, admin sidebar. Okay, so I'm going to see all pages. You're seeing all pages here. If you hover over your pages, you're going to see all pages. You see add new, so I'm going to add new. Okay, it's up now. Okay, we give it a title. I want to call this test page 1. Okay, so we look at here now on the right sidebar. We have the save as draft, we have preview, we have publish. Okay, this is settings. We're going to talk about that much later. And then we'll see visibility. How do you want your page to be? Do you want it public? Do you want it private? If it's public, it's visible to everyone. If it's private, visible to site admins and editors only. If it's password protected, only those with the password can view this page. That's what it is. If you set up this, if you want this to be published immediately, you can publish it. If you want to schedule this post, you can actually create a page or a post and then give it a date it should be published ahead. So when it's scheduled on its own, automatically it publishes. So you don't need to be up online for that to happen. You just schedule your post and it's updated. And then here you have, I'm building on local host, so you're seeing the URL here. And then post template, let's see, it's on a default template now, so we are going to be switching between some templates we have here to see what that will look like. Well, let's go through the list of the things here. Okay, the author, I'm the only author here. I set this to be this. Of course, we are not moving it to trash. And then featured image. Now your featured image here, if we add a featured image anywhere the post appears, it show featured image in the post type, post lists. Now if we add the featured image on the post, anywhere the post is listed on your page, you're going to see the featured image. And then if you want it hidden, you can also do that in the single post view. You can also do that too. That's on the page, it will not show, but if it's listed anywhere, it's going to show. And then you're going to see also we have discussions. Do you want to allow people to comment on the page? Then at the footer, at the bottom of the page is going to have the comment box where people can comment on the page. That's what you do with this. And then page attributes, you have the page ordering here. Now where you have page categories, example, you have, for let's say it's a school website, a school has a home page, about us, academic activities, contacts. Let's take this for now. And then under academic activities, of course there are other extracurricular activities. So let's say there's the fifth one added, extracurricular activities. You have sports. So if sports is added, under the sports you can have categories like inter-house sport, football, club activities, all the clubs in schools. So all of these ones can be listed in categories. They don't necessarily need to stand on their own. So what you do with your page ordering, this page attribute, is to order your pages according to the hierarchy you have placed them. So now I haven't said this about this. We'll come to this place here. We have the plus sign. Do you want to add a blog? What you do is, because of the editor we are using right now, it's appearing this way. If you have a plugin called Classic Editor installed, the appearance is going to look different. But then all you're going to see in here is just like all you're seeing actually is just like your your Microsoft Word processor. There's no difference here. If you are used to MS Word, it's just going to be the same way. And then from here you can choose to edit with Elementor. So there are no hard and fast rules about that. So let's go over and then publish the page so we can preview the different templates. So we publish. Let's look at my preferences. They are showing to me again. This is what I've set is public, is published now, and always showing this. Okay, let's publish now. All right, it's up now. We can view from here or from any location, copy URL, but we'll have to do it here so that we'll see how it appears. Wow, awesome. You can see this now. It's here. There is nothing we added. Okay, if I choose to say, okay, yep, let me just add a little text. Hello, wisdom is at it again, web design like never before, design like never before. Okay, you see now popping up. What do I want to do? The block feature shows up now because I've written some texts, and you see what's showing here. How do you want to do? Do you want the text background color link? Do I want to link up anything? Okay, if you go here, you're seeing alignments. That's why I said this is exactly what you see in your text, your MS Word. All the features. How do you want this to be? There are no hard and fast rule about it. If you know your MS Word, you know that these are just not big deals. Want to do alignment or what? How do you want it to appear? And the same features you see on MS Word. Dimensions, you see advanced. What's under advanced? Are you coming to add HTML anchor? Are you coming to add CSS and all of this? So, but don't get bothered. You can type and type and type and still give space and just keep entering in your body text. So I want to take us back before I update it. Let's switch the page template so that we see how it appears differently. Okay, so now we'll choose to have canvas. Let's see what that means. Before I explain, let's update and see what it is and how it affects the page. Ooh, see now we are not saving to the draft, we have done. So since we have come here before, let's note the difference. There's a logo, there's the menu, that's a header, and there's the page title here. We never added any body text. So we just added one. So let's refresh and see what that looks like. Wow, it takes out everything. What does that page template mean? Elementor canvas. Now you use that template when you want to set the entire layout of the site again. So now if we set this page template and we want to build our home page afresh and showing how it should appear, by the time we set the page layout, we'll be dragging and dropping the header widgets that build up the, so we'll drop logo somewhere, we'll drop menu somewhere, we'll drop social. So this is like starting everything on a complete blank page. And how you position that template is only used when you are building a page afresh and you want to start everything new. So you don't want anything to be on that page, even to the, from the header to the footer to the body to the sidebars, everything cleared. So you just will build your own page afresh. So you just drag and drop the item widgets. We are not doing page building now. When we do page building, you will see what that means. Okay, so we are going to switch the template again. Theme template, we've not set any theme template here. It's going to pick just a default template from the theme. So let's go and preview it again, reload the page. Okay, you see now, hello, wisdom is at it again. Web design like never before. Test page 1. Then you see the same. Here is the footer, here is the footer credit, here is the body text, here is the page title, here is the logo, here is the menu, navigation menu, the primary menu. Of course, we are going to talk about that when we get to the menu. So you can see how easy it is now to create your page. Then of course you can just keep switching, but then let's test the last page feature, template, Elementor full width, which is always my preferred when building pages. Yep, okay, it's here. So what do we have? Is here now. There's no difference, right? But when you are building, this is a full width page. When you build with Elementor, if you choose to edit this page now with Elementor, everything is going to take shape, and then this is going to be in a widget that you can edit. So it's not so hard about when it comes to doing this. So let's go back to to view all pages. So we can create our menu now. This is how to create menu. Now there are pages on these sites already which I created, and some were created by plugins I added that I didn't want to bring up. Look at the test page we just created. Okay, right now we are going to work on our menu. So we'll go to appearance. Remember I told you appearance is everything about your site layout. As the word appearance appears, suggests. You see theme, you see customize, you see widgets, you see menus, you see this one is added by a plugin theme editor. Okay, now I'm not going to customize now. We'll do that later. But now let's come back to menu. Okay, now the first thing you do is that you name your menu. That's why you're seeing menu name here, because you can always select a particular menu. We've not created any menu now. So if I want to create a menu, first I give it a name. So let's say I want to create new menu. This is primary menu now. Let's start with this. So I want to add menu. Sorry, I want to create menu. Sorry, I want to create a new menu. Have I made any change? Nope. So let me leave and create new menu. Okay, I'll call this footer menu. Footer menu. I'll create it. Remember, there is no item here, and then there's a feature showing here now. Okay, right. So or to add pages. Nope, I don't want that. What this does is every page you just create automatically shows up in your menu. Don't do that, because you might create something you are still working on, and the moment you update your site, if the site is live already, you scatter your menu without knowing, unless you go back to the home page later to see, or maybe while you're doing it. Then primary menu, there's one secondary menu. So now secondary menu position. Main menu is what you're seeing here on this site right now. This is the main menu. This is the main menu. Now you can choose to create a secondary menu, and secondary menu positions always. Have you visited a site and you see a set, especially school websites or those corporate websites, big organizations, and then you see menu here, primary menu here, and then you are seeing another set of menu bar, another bar above the header, and then you're going to see maybe at the top left corner you're going to see login, account, and all of those things. Or maybe sometimes it's even social menu, as your social icons that are placed on those menus. That's a secondary menu position. Sometimes they are actually top right hand or top left corner or top right corner, and then whichever way, but preferably that's where you see social icons and then some other accounts related menus. They are located in those places. They are secondary menu position. The main menu are the ones is the one you're seeing here, main navigation, and then you have the log logged in account menu. Now when you have this menu, you find this kind of menu on web hosting companies client area. Visitors do not see what uh, paid clients have on their client area. So you create another set of menu for accounts, for users who are members already. That's a membership website. So you have another set of menu for them. Then for visitors, they are seeing something else, another set of menu. So that's what it is. Then footer menu shows on the footer if you want it that way. Now you create another set of menu where there are too many pages on the website and they are showing on the menu. You cannot show all of those menus on your footer. It will be too robust. So that's if you're building a very big website. All you just do is to pick some key pages, and that's why you visit some websites and you see quick links. Necessarily they must not be all the pages on the main menu, and sometimes you can actually put the main pages on the main menu and then repeat them again at the footer for ease of navigation. So all of these things help uh, uh, visitors to know their ways around the site. So we've created a menu now, so let's add items. Remember we add the items. So now when you have created your menu, you have this here. Of course, you see the manage location is even live. It's even here. If you want to see where possibly they could be placed, you see when you have created the menu, you can decide which one should be positioned at what place. So you see footer menu here. Let's select the footer menu. So this is still primary. This we are not. How do you want them to appear? This is primary menu, but let's go and add items. Yeah. So there is no hard and fast rule about what becomes your menu. If you have only primary menu and you want primary menu to still be the one at the footer of your site, no problem. There is no rule saying it must be. So we do not have, that's the selected menu here. So we do not have items. So let's add items to the footer menu now. So I would love to see the home page. It's not in the recent, so we'll just say here. If you have too many things and then you are trying to look for them, you can actually turn on the search, say home. Is there a home? I should be, yep, there is front end. So we're adding the home. Then you add another one again. Do we have service? Do we have a service page? No service page. So we have the home here, front page. we add it, we go, it's going to appear. You see that we're going to have our test page, test. Okay, our test page one as shown. We add it as shown. What again? We have do we have a profile? I added a plugin that has a profile page. Okay, profile modification page. We add it. Okay, let's add one more item. Login page, in case I just want to add this just for demonstration purposes. Okay, welcome, and then let's go here because I want to demonstrate something. If you want to box select all and add them, you do that too. Okay, so let me save this first. Okay, so how do I want these footer menus to show? Okay, let me do something. Remember, this is a footer now. We have no footer that can display this menu yet because we have not dropped the menu, the footer widget. Let me see if by default there is a customization for this here. I know there's nothing, just need you to see. So it's everything is still blank the way it is, and then a page title gone because we choose element of width. Don't worry, we are going to be doing that when we talk about page building. So how do I want this to appear? Profile modification page. That's too long. Why not we say edit? So now you see when you click on the toggle here, it opens up. You can add an item or remove it from the menu items, not delete menu. If you mistakenly use delete menu, it will delete the entire list of menu. Example, if you click this delete menu now, it will delete the footer menu we just added. So we'll say edit, profile edit, since we have a profile page. So we close that. Welcome. So this is a welcome page to visitors, right? So why don't we say welcome page? But then it was, that doesn't change, mind you, it doesn't change what the page title is exactly. Now the way the page title is now is for you to easily identify which page does what at the uh, admin end. But now we are just trying to put the exact, how do you want it to appear in the front end. That's why we are doing all of these things. So now we have a menu here. Okay, so because we have not placed this menu anywhere, we have not set up our footer, so we cannot see the menu displayed. So let's go to our, let's switch the menu now to our primary menu. Let's start, select this. Let's start with something you will be seeing the appearance, but we've created two menus now. So here is the primary menu that we have selected. Here are items. Now if you come here, all right, uh, okay, so let's get started with arranging the primary menu again. Let's save here. I did something, I want to do it again. Okay, here is the home page. Let's visit. Okay, don't worry about the color, we're going to do the customization. So we can see our menu here. You can see the page title and the logo. Don't bother about the color, we are going to work on that. But then let's go and do something, things around the menu and customization of menu. Now How do we add and remove menu items you do not want? Mind you, all of these items are links to pages. Menus help in navigation, guide people through where they want to go. So you build menus to lead people to specific places. Now, menus are linked to pages on the site and external pages. Now, if you are linking to a page outside your site, and then it is important to do so, you bring in custom links. So if you have this is a page on this site. All of these, we assume they are pages on this site. So when you have added an item, or you want to add a custom item, which is what you do, so you can simply come at, let's say we are adding a page to this. We'll come back here and look through the pages we have. Okay, let's add our page we created. Add menu, add to menu. We're going to see our page. Whoop, it's here. Test page 1 is added, right? Now, do we actually want it to be called test page 1 on the menu? It's showing here. So we can change the navigation label. That does not change the page title we gave to it while building the page. So I can just choose to remove the page, the one to test page. It doesn't change the URL, it doesn't change anything. It's still what it is. If I want to remove the item, I click on remove. But I don't want to do so. So that's why you are seeing original page, or original here. It's showing you test page 1. That's the title of this page, but here is appearing as test page and is the navigation label, what people see on the menu. So I will save this, right? The location is primary, that's for this menu, this full menu. Now this is a navigation menu. So we have had all of this here. So if we go back to refresh this page, we are going to see test page added to it and one taken out of the label. Okay, of course, we've seen test page here. So let's visit test page. Since we have not worked on the background of this home page, we've not customized anything here. So the color might not be making it visible for you to see. So you now see the the page we built is without a header because the template we use is hidden. The page header is hidden. So we have it here. But now, is this actually how we want our menu to be? Two rows? No, we are going to stack them, and that's called drop downs. We are going to create drop downs. And how do we do that? We are going to put related pages under a category, a drop down. Let's say we have reviews here, we have why choose us. These are important pages, actually important menu items, or maybe sections of a page. Now you see service, you see about, you see reviews, you see why us. So I want to put why us under reviews. I'll put activity and profile modification. We are going to change this navigation label. It's too long, so these are just going to be done to show you how these things are really working. So this is too long, so I'll toggle, click on the toggle, change it to profile modification should be profile edit. Is that okay? Right, that's fine. So we come to create drop downs. So we have our reviews here. I said we are going to make this a drop down under review, and we're going to create a register member. Okay, so why don't we put membership first, so you can drag and drop to arrange them. No, it's a full this thing. So under members, I can put register. Okay, let me leave register to stand alone. I put activity, you see now, and then I'm going to make activity a drop down under members. uh, Profile edit should be a sub menu. I'll make this a sub menu. So I intentionally created two levels of sub menu. This activity is a sub menu under membership, under members, while profile edit is a sub menu under activity. So let's save our menu and see how it looks. So let's refresh this page and see what it is. Okay, you see now, look at the arrow showing that there's a drop down here. There's a drop down that has another drop down. So you now see, okay, let me bring this under the same, at the same level of this thing now. So I drag and move it around. I'm just doing this to make you see that you just drag and drop, drag and drop. There's nothing hard about creating these things. That's why it's important to stick around with me. Everything that seems hard to you is going to be just demystified in a moment. Okay. Okay, so you look here, you see, look here, you're seeing it here. So this is how you create menus, this is how you create pages, and this is how you arrange your menus and then customize them. Now the next thing we are going to be doing is to change the background color. That's everything about the color. So we are going to do that next, and then, but let's see a few things here. You see your custom link, see your category. Now when you have a category, if okay, if you write on different areas or you have pages on different areas, and then let me say I am a writer, because it works with both pages and blog posts, which of course I do. I write on digital skills development, that's to say, let's pick web design. I write on marketing, I write on social media, I write on digital marketing. I create a lot of contents actually, and then I want to display that on my personal website. What I will simply do is to create a post category for web design, a post category for social media, a, a post category for business development and marketing. So all of these categories I've created, each time I put posts in that category, I will put a menu item. Now what that does is, any specific item, let's say the whole website is just about blogging, and then I've had the home page about me, and the next thing are the menu items on the various areas of my writing. So I now put web design as a category, I put social media marketing as a category, I put marketing as a category. So every post I put under that category, or page I put under those categories, automatically becomes displayed on that post page. It looks like a page, as it looks like an archive page for specific post categories. So you can create those categories in your post or in your pages, and then come to your menu and link every category has a URL. So you copy that URL into this URL, and then give it a label, give it a navigation label, that's a name. So what that does is, anytime that category is clicked on, it's going to pull out all the pages under that category on your site, and you can actually add that as a menu. So that's what these categories here, these categories you're seeing here, if you have categories, then that's what you use it for. So you see now how simple it is to create your page, change your page template, add your menu items, arrange your menu items. They are not hard. So you can see, I want to see you create something and give me a feedback.